Okay, everybody, Everyman prepping here. Got some quick breaking news. Not sure if you've heard or not, but there is a giant Chinese spy balloon floating over Montana right now. The Pentagon is keeping an eye on it, but they don't want to shoot it down because they're afraid of it damaging civilian infrastructure. I have so many questions. I have some opinions. Nothing makes sense in this whole thing. It's kind of all weird. So as I go through this stream of consciousness and my thoughts, I have no article to show you or anything like that. This is just my thoughts and my questions. Write in your comments below. Write down, what do you think's going on? Is it Chinese? Is it the U.S.? What should they do? Shoot it down? Follow it? Capture it? Love to hear what you think they should do and what do you think is really going. Also, take the time to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. So this thing is supposedly Chinese. How do we know it's Chinese? Is the government just telling us it's Chinese? Is there a big made in China sign on it? Does it have Chinese radio signals? It'd be great to know how we know this is really Chinese. It's like really far up there. I know they got military planes circling around. The Pentagon's telling us, the government's telling you Chinese, and the government always is truthful with the American citizens, so they want you to believe it's Chinese. But how do we know it's not an American spy balloon up there? Constitutionally, military, federal government can't really spy on American citizens. That's what the FBI is for. So if they have something like that doing something they're not supposed to, maybe you call it Chinese and you let it float there and say you're monitoring it and watching it, and you let it do its work. Wouldn't put it past the government to do that, right? So that's a possibility. That leads to other things. If this was launched from China, how in the heck did the Pentagon, the military, let it get across the Pacific Ocean, not taking it down over there, across Washington, Idaho, and all that, and then into Montana, where it looks like probably finally some Earth, sky watchers, some amateur telescope people found it. Now the Pentagon has to say something. So what does that say about our intel sources if it got that far? Our military sources, our military power. Can we not shoot this thing down? Is China laughing at us, saying they got a balloon all the way halfway across the United States, across the Pacific Ocean, halfway across the U.S., and the U.S. hasn't done anything? They trial running balloons for EMPs, see how far it can get. Take some scientific readings now about altitude, what they think, what kind of nuke they would need to, do an EMP attack from there. Who knows? This could be a try run for an EMP. It could just be a lost balloon. No one knows because no one's really saying anything. But let's say it didn't come from China, mainland China, over the Pacific, and we don't have an inept military defense system. Let's say it came from, it was launched from the mainland here. Did it get launched from Canada? Did it get launched from the United States somewhere? If so, do we have sleeper cells, Chinese sleeper cells, enemy sleeper cells in the country launching this thing? That brings up a whole other set of questions. Could that be what's going on? Who knows? All we know is this thing is over Montana. They don't want to shoot it down because they're afraid of falling and killing civilians. Like I said, Montana's basically an open land, a couple 100,000 people, some bears and deers and fish. You can't get some smart NASA dudes out there to do some math, some calculations, find out how to shoot this thing down, and then calculate where it's going to land. When a satellite comes out of orbit and it's going to hit the Earth, they can predict where that's going to land pretty good. And this should be much easier to do. You'd think they'd want to capture this thing, try to knock it down, have some way of capturing it. We're supposed to be the most high-tech military in the world, and we can't figure that out. We can't take it out of the sky. We're just going to let it hover over there. Makes no sense. Makes me think that there's something else going on. Something either in-house, something they're allowing another country to do. I don't know. It makes no sense just to let it fly over and not take it down unless they're doing something to gather intel off it. Like I said, they have military planes circling it. Maybe they're trying to gather intel off it before they take it down. I don't know. Maybe by morning it'll be on the ground or destroyed. I just find it a little disconcerting that if it came from mainland China, that it made it this far without it being taken care of over the Pacific Ocean or something else. Just very concerning and very odd. Very weird that this is going on. If you were China and you did launch this, you're probably laughing uncontrollably right now that you were able to get this far into the U.S. Without the military taking it out. It's very strange, like I said, and that's basically all I have for you. That's, my thoughts on the subject of this crazy balloon, spy balloon flying over and Pentagon doing nothing. Write in the comments below, like I said, what you think is going on. Who do you think put it up there? Where do you think it came from? What do you think the end game is? Very odd. I'd love to. I'm gonna keep my eye on this tomorrow. We'll see if they take it out. If they, just keep watching it go over the United States, gathering intel. Very crazy. Very, very crazy times we're in now. So until I get more information and I can get back to you, give me what intel you have and keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.